So Brandon, are you still in school? Are you still pursuing that degree now?
Yeah, I am still pursuing that degree. I'm let back in as of May, as I said earlier. Right now, the university isn't mandating any vaccines. We just have a masking policy, and I hope that's going to stay the same. Not the masking, the vaccine policy, and but I'm a little unsure about the winter. I don't know what's in store for that.
I'm a little surprised that masking is still happening, even with YouTube and others totally dropping the requirement to not to talk about it anymore, and it really wasn't all that effective. I'm surprised that they're still pushing that one too. Is there any movement happening where you guys are pushing back on that, or is it just you're allowed to make a statement, or you have a safe space to complain, but nobody's listening, or what is it the mechanisms you have on campus in order to get your voice out there?
Well, on campus, it's pretty grim. I mean, everyone has a mask on, so it's hard to really tell what they're like thinking, what they're feeling, because you don't have that connection with other people. And just for instance, like some people are very pro mask and they'll report you to like maybe your graduate professor or like the dean or whatever, and then you can start getting like academic discipline for like not wearing a mask. So it's very difficult for people to like just take it off and like start walking around. Personally, I've gotten that. I've like had my mask off like maybe a couple times here and there, and I've already started to get emails saying, "Oh, we're noticing your mask is off so frequently. Like, please put it on." Blah blah blah. So that's the culture, and it's hard to really tell what other people are thinking and feeling because obviously they have a mask on, so you don't get those cues, you don't get those smiles as you normally would, or like good conversations to get to know someone. So it's very segregated, at least from my opinion.
Do you find it demoralizing a bit and distracting while you're trying to study?
For sure, it's very demoralizing actually. Like consistently wearing a mask for over a year, going on 2 years is honestly daunting. I know some people want to wear it because their safety, so maybe they're more encouraged to put it on and it doesn't bother them. But for people who genuinely don't want to wear it, it just feels like you're almost betraying yourself putting it on. And then you want to obtain an education, but you also don't want to get like all these academic disciplines. So it's kind of like stuck between like a rock and a hard place on the daily, pretty much.
So specifically for you, because you're in science, how is it that you can sit through a class about the scientific theory and process and how we discover and move ahead, but yet at the same time have to wear a mask and know that there's very little or no science behind that? So at the same time, you're like a hypocrite in these education that you're getting. How do you internally deal with that? Because there's definitely going to be a pull.
Yeah, it's for me personally, it's very disheartening. It feels like I'm wasting my time at times, but I remind myself like why I wanted to do this in the first place, to get an education. But it just seems so contrary in my mind that it's hard to really focus on my schooling. It's hard to really like put my best like foot forward when like you feel like I don't really think there's any evidence behind this, but I'm doing it anyways to like appease other people. I feel like other people think the same way, but no one's doing something about it. And it's sort of just like this push pull mental type of state of like trying to put your head down and work and then also like trying to be like true to yourself. And then, yeah, it's complex as a student, at least.